Today's a really special day for me. This is going to be the first time I've hiked in months. For those of you who don't know, one of my favorite things to do is to exercise, be physically active, and for most of the last, 10, even 12 years now, I've been dealing with injury after injury. I have chronic back condition that causes all sorts of spinal issues, and as a result of that, I've constantly had to alter and adjust activity that I normally like to engage in. Well, last year, I finally felt like after all this time and all this effort, all this focus, I had rehabbed my back enough to start running again. So I did. And you know what? It felt great. I was working up. I was doing 5-minute runs, 10-minute runs. Those runs are really more like trots, but we'll call them runs. And I eventually got up to where I was doing about 30 minutes without stopping and feeling really good, plus doing some more dynamic stuff that I hadn't done in forever. And then all of a sudden one day, I got some weird pain in my foot. And well, wouldn't you know it, I ended up getting like plantar fasciitis, which I've never had before. And if you've never had it, it can be quite uncomfortable to downright painful. The recommendation for it is about 8 to 12 weeks of inactivity or at least rehabilitation, which now today is just about the 10-week mark. I've been faithfully rehabbing it, faithfully doing all the things that you need to do to try to retrain it again. And today, I'm going to test it out. So here we go. I'm going to take you on the journey with me. The first time in years that California hiking trails have been this green. All right, here we go. First steps hiking. So far, so good. The goal is 30 minutes today. I'm about 15 in. It's so beautiful. Green grass, beautiful Pacific Ocean, sun shining. All right, and we're done. The goal is to do 30 minutes. We ended up right about 32. It was not to go all the way to the top. It was not to go as fast as I could. It was just to get out there and do it. You know, there's that expression or the saying that life happens to you or for you, not to you. And I reflect on that often every time I find myself going through the process of rehabbing from injury and then getting back out there for the first time. And today was no different. Gosh, I've hiked thousands of times, thousands of miles, and rarely have I appreciated the beauty like I did today. Today was arguably one of the slowest and one of the shortest hikes I've ever done. But it was one of the ones that I was the most appreciative of what was around me. Because most of the time when I hadn't been hurt, I hadn't been physically unable to do something, I take it for granted. I blow past it in an effort to go as fast as I could or as far as I could. But today, slowing down and just taking my time with no goal other than to just one foot in front of the other, it was incredible. You know, human beings were creatures of contrast, and sometimes when you have that contrast of life to go without what we always have gone with, to be able to appreciate what we've always had. Anyways, thanks for coming along on the journey today.